Hey, welcome back. So today we are going to winterize the pivot because winter has arrived. It's let's see, the first week in November, and I am battling the freezing temperatures at night. And with this snow, and we got more snow coming, it's a good time to go ahead and turn that pivot off. So that's what Chelsea and I are going to go do today. All right, so we're down here at the other end of the pivot, and I'm gonna have Chelsea go turn this pump off over here so we can take some of the pressure off of the sand trap, which is right there. There's quite a bit of pressure on it for this system. It's running about 20 psi at the pump way up there, which means there's probably about 25 pounds down here or so. I haven't checked, but I really don't want to get wet, so we're gonna have her turn that off. We'll take off some of the pressure. We're gonna open that, and then we will we'll turn everything back on. And basically what we're doing is we're getting any sand and debris that might be in here. We're just getting rid of that because I don't want sand in there from over the winter. I made that mistake last year, as I did not, I didn't empty it out, and I went 5 months with wet sand in the pipe, and that's not good. So we'll let some of this pressure come off, and then we'll go open that thing. I don't want that thing to fall.
Ew.
Can I turn the pump back on? Looking pretty good. Let's not tear all the pumps off. So what we're looking for is to make sure that we have pretty clear water coming down, which we do. There's a little bit of sand in there. We'll let that other pump catch up maybe for another minute, and then we'll go turn everything off. That's looking pretty good though. So we found that we weren't patient enough. We've got more sand and junk coming out. So we're gonna let it run for another minute. That should be more clear. We got a lot of sand in it from further down the line, so we're gonna just let it run for a little while. All right, the water's gone to clear. So we are good. So now we're gonna go turn off the pumps. We gotta turn off this pump over here, and then we gotta go up and turn off this pump over here. And then it's gonna drain, and we gotta go run a tractor into town And I'm going to speed the pivot up so it can come all the way around the circle, and we're going to park this basically on the other side of it. That way in the springtime when we go to work on this, we have all the wheels and towers and stuff on that side of the hill, so we don't have to haul everything over here. And out here we park it east to west. Or sorry, no, we park it west to east. We park it so it's facing east. How about that? Because all of the wind comes off the west facing mountains over there. All right, let's go ahead and turn that pump off. And anyways, that's one of the ways we help to protect the pivot with the brutal winter winds that we get out here. Whoop, it is slippery. We got a lot of moisture out of this storm, which is fantastic. Okay, so she's got that off. We're gonna go turn that other pump off. Okay. All right, got that pump off. All the water's going back into the hole. Now we're gonna go down to the base of the pivot and speed it up so when we come back tonight, it's back to where we need it. Let's see here. There we go. Alrighty. One of these projects I got to fix this winter is that guy. It's a 2-inch air vent, and it's not working correctly, as you can see. We went and bought the part, but I gotta go fix it. But now that we got all the water off, it's a pretty good time to do it. So this is called a percent dial, and I'm gonna put it to about 80%. And on this over here, it says around 80%. Will take about 9 hours to get there, so I may bump this up a little bit to 90, which will tell me it'll get there in about 8.5 hours. So we'll walk that thing around. It'll finish draining. We won't have this problem anymore. The water is so clear, it doesn't look like there's anything there, but there's probably, if we were to step in it, you probably sink about 6 inches in the ground. And the other thing we're gonna do is, once all this dries up, we're gonna go and bring in some dirt and backfill all of this, because you can see how the cattle just eroded the bottom, and I really don't want the pivot falling over because there's no support underneath it. That'd probably be pretty bad. So we're gonna fix that too. Move into our winter projects. We got one more thing we gotta go do, and that is opening up the bottom end of the floodline so all the water in the floodline can exit. And then that's really all we have to do for winterizing the pivot. There'll be more work in the spring to get it running and ready to go. But let's go get that floodline opened up. I almost forgot, we got to empty the bottom of that valve as well, because it drains all the water in this. But we will wait to do that until we get some of the pressure off from the floodline, because we still have about 18 pounds on this pipe, and there's a lot of water that'll come out of that. So I'd rather get most of the water out on the field instead of over here. So we'll open that floodline, and then probably later tonight we'll come in and open that up. All right, so we're at the other end of the lowest part of the floodline. So all we're gonna do is just open this. And that will empty this whole line here, and then anything, any kind of pressure, any water that's in the line will come down here you know, where it's on the hill, and then the other side it'll go down into the pivot. That way we have water not sitting in our flood lines during winter. Well, that's how you winterize a pivot in 10 minutes in the freezing cold. You all have a great day. We'll see you next time.